Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I'm going to be taking all of these transactions that we logged together in a previous video, and I'm going to be plugging them into my monthly budget. We're going to see how we're doing so far in the month of July, so if you're interested in seeing if we are on track to stick to our monthly budget, just keep on watching. Alright friends, yeah, we had a ton of spending, but we were on vacation. I think that's to be expected. We're probably going to have to really tighten our belts for the last couple of weeks in the month, based on this food and household category especially. But let's just see how we did. So week 2 is where we are tracking here. We're tracking for the 5th through the 11th. I've got some obviously variable expenses to fill in here under this weekly section. I've got some bills that we paid and some debt payments that we made. So yeah, let's just get into it. If you're not familiar with my budgeting system, this is the 2-page hybrid budget worksheets that I have available in my Etsy shop. It's how I keep track of my budget both monthly and weekly. It's everything I need at a glance on one 2-page spread. Love, love, love my hybrid budget. I have it linked down below, as well as all of my other printables. These are in the Anchors Away collection, which is just this fun like nautical print that I released for July. So I did all of my expense tracking in a previous video, as I mentioned, so it's all broken down here, ready to go and ready to be plugged into my budget here. So let's start out by filling in the debt payments and the bills that we paid. So HBO Max being one of them, all of my bills here are highlighted in blue to make it really easy for me to find. All of my debt payments are in this dark pink color, so this should go pretty darn quick. For HBO, we budgeted $16. The amount that we spent was $15.81. My camper payment is a debt. We paid $200, and that is what we budgeted. So just go ahead and write that in. Then we have my golf cart, which is also a debt. We paid $150, and that is what we budgeted there as well. So that's good news. DTE, we paid $193, which is what we budgeted. For Michigan Gas, we paid $67, right on the money there. And for Boost, we paid $120. So that's that. It's everything we've paid so far in the month. We still have quite a few bills that'll come out in the last half of the month, but we don't need to put anything else in this monthly section. So now we can go ahead and start writing in our variable transactions here. If I'm talking quickly, it's because I'm trying to not make this video too long. The transaction tracking video got super lengthy, so I'm trying to kind of make up for it a little bit and have this video be a little bit shorter. But you guys know I can be long-winded, so we'll have to kind of see how that goes. Alright, so second week of the month, really the first full week of the month. This week 1 was just a couple of days. We spent a ton in those first couple of days. We were on vacation. This week we were still on vacation, and yeah, we spent a lot. It wasn't even a true vacation, it was more of a staycation. We were camping for the whole week, and we just kind of went crazy, eating out, buying fun foods and snacks and things, and you know, it was like our final hurrah, I guess, of the summer. I mean, obviously the summer's not over, but hubby went back to work and we're back to business as usual now. So while my husband was off, we just really wanted to enjoy ourselves. So we did, at a hefty price tag. For food and household for the week, we spent $510.33. Yikes, that was quite a bit of eating out. Like I said, it was groceries for 2 different households technically, but not really. It's not, I guess it's more food than we typically would do because we were buying food for myself, my husband, and my youngest son at our camper, and then also food here at home for my oldest son, who was home because while my husband was on vacation for the week, he was not. He had to work. So, you know, that played a part. We did bring a lot of food home from the camper, so it means that we hopefully won't have to spend a ton on groceries for week 3, but still, $510.33 in a week is a lot. And we started out the week with $963.08 kind of remaining in our grocery and household budget. So that's not just grocery and household, that's also eating out. A lot of things kind of fall under that category, so that plays a part as well. But we started the month with $1,200 in that category. We spent $236.92 that first week. This week we spent the $510.33, which leaves us with $452.75. So we're gonna kind of see how that goes. Obviously that's less than we spent in just 1 week, but that's not typical for us. It's not typical for us to spend $500 on food and household items in a week. So might be difficult to stick to this, but we're gonna try. We're gonna limit our eating out as much as possible. Lord knows we did plenty of it while my husband was on vacation, and we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. So not even quite halfway through the month, and definitely well over half of our grocery budget gone already. I should have probably raised this, considering the last couple of months we've struggled to stay under $1,200 just at home, and I knew we had this vacation. I just didn't really have the forethought, I guess, to bump that budget up, so we'll have to kind of see how it goes. Alright, for gas, we spent $61. We started out the week with $200 remaining in our gas budget. 200 minus that 61, that leaves us with $139 for the rest of the month. For spending, we pulled out $100 of our spending money. At the beginning of the week, we started with $400, so that leaves us with $300, which is just what we need to get us through the rest of the month, no problem. And then miscellaneous, we didn't have any spending, so that still leaves us with the $81.28 we had at the start of the week. So just really quickly, for variable spending, we spent $510.33 plus 61 plus 100, $671.33, and that leaves us with $452.75 plus 139 plus 300 plus 81.28 leaves us with about $973 for the rest of the month for variable expenses. So it's really kind of hard to gauge how it's going to go the rest of the month. If we're smart about it, we should be okay, but we still got a lot of days left in the month, and not a lot of money left, especially with the price of everything right now. But we'll have to see. So far we're under budget, but we still got a long way to go. Alright, I'm going to flip over here really quickly to debt payments and get our debt payments written in. So we made a payment to our camper. This is kind of redundant because it's here as well, but I just kind of started separating bills from debts, and I want to make sure that we include even our minimum payments in this debt payment section because it's still making progress, even if it's not a lot of extra progress. So to our camper, we budgeted $200 and we spent $200. And to our golf cart, we budgeted $150 and we spent $150. So that leaves what left for our debts? We have our Subaru payment, and then we have our credit cards. So let's go ahead and write those in. So we have Subaru. Our budgeted amount is $650. we have Ashley and First Merchants. So these are the credit cards that we currently carry balances on. These balances are going up, not down, unfortunately. At least this First Merchants card. I did do a debt update and talked in that video about how we were going to, how we had used that card, and we were probably going to continue to use that card. And we did. We just bought a new water heater that we needed, which was quite a hefty price tag. And that went on the First Merchants card as well. The home repairs, you know, the struggle is real with that. It was something that needed to get replaced though, so, you know, it is what it is. You'll have to be on the lookout for our end of the month debt update to see what the damage was with that, but hopefully the amount that I budgeted for the minimum payment will be enough because we have used that card pretty heavily recently. All right, friends, that's it for my weekly check-in. How are you guys doing so far in July? Has it been a struggle for you? I feel like, honestly, given that we were on vacation for 11 days, I mean, I think it could have been a lot worse. Like, especially if we had gone away on like a true destination vacation, it would have been way worse. So that's what I'm kind of telling myself to get me through that $510 in a week on food and household is a lot, but I think we'll be okay. We're definitely gonna get creative and use up what we have in the pantry and try to spend as little as possible, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. I'd love to have you come back, check out my other stuff. It's always a good time here, and I appreciate your support. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!